It's a bins haul. I'm really excited. I'm just going to jump right in because I have a lot of stuff here and it's mostly women's clothing, but I have a few oddball items and I think a bag and some shoes. So we'll just jump right in. This is a brand that I've had some luck with. It usually doesn't sell super fast for me, but it always usually sells. It's ATM, which stands for Anthony. I wanted to say Anthony Taylor Thomas. No, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Wasn't that? Anyways, Anthony Thomas, MIL. I'll write it on the screen. Maybe it's here on the, ooh, what's in the pocket? I never check pockets. Oh, okay. This retailed for $550. It's got an extra button. Wow, okay, so I should add this photo. It doesn't say what the ATM stands for, which is what I was originally going here for, but that's great. So this blazer I thought was perfect for spring and summer. Cool summer night when you want a layering piece. The color is not doing that great with the natural light, but you can kind of see it looks like a little bit of a palm print. Now, the comps are mixed with this brand typically, and it doesn't typically sell quickly for me, but I thought this piece was really nice. It seems to be in decent condition. There's a couple small pulls that I noted, and I'll make sure to get a photo of this. Not that it's attached, not that I would say it's new without tags or new with tags, but it's nice to have the price on there, and an extra button's always great as well. So that's the first item. I don't remember how I priced everything. I want to say I priced that one a little on the high side, like $69 or $79. And I'm typically expecting 20 to 30% off my asking price, unless it doesn't sell for a while. All right, so I got quite a few pairs of pants and jeans. This is about 3 or 4, I think this is 3 different bins trips in the last 2 months. And then I think a couple of these items were from a regular thrift store that I stopped by after one of those times. But most of it, 95%, is from the bins. This is We The Free. I don't pick up We The Free all the time. And I know skinny jeans are, some people are saying they're back. Some people are saying they're gone forever. I don't care. A lot of people are going to wear skinny for life. But I liked they're just a black denim, but they seem to have quite a bit of stretch. So they're comfortable. I don't know why they looked a little bit different. I think it's because there's no buckle. What are those things called? Where you put your belt loops. Oh man. They're pretty tiny, but I grabbed them. Size 25. I like the style, besides the fact that I've gotten some dog hair from down here, raw hem, and still a good color black. So those I'll probably only get, 18 to 20, not expecting much, but this is a brand that I picked up a few times, and I probably would only pick this up at the bins. I think when you're digging through so much junk, sometimes it's just nice to see a decent brand, even if you don't always have the best of luck with it. This is a size 26. It's 100% cotton. They're just distressed jeans. I thought they kind of had a spring summer jean look with the distressing and the lighter wash. So we'll see. I don't have high expectations with this brand when I pick it up. So again, this isn't a high dollar item, probably 25, but I am okay with that. I thought it was a good style going into the right season. All right, so next up is a bag. I don't pick up a lot of bags because most of the bags I find are junk brands or way too overpriced. And so at the bins, I feel like a lot of people go after bags, and I don't even try, to be honest. So I was really excited to find this in a hard goods bin. It's got the new with tags. It's a fold over kind of strap. It's got the longer strap, which you can detach. This is B. Makowski, which I actually have pretty decent luck with this brand. It's not designer, but it's not cheap. And there's just a following for it. It almost always, at least every bag I've ever found, has this a print that stands out, like an animal print that stands out, and then it's got the name on the inside. I don't know. I can spot these a mile away, I feel like. I don't know if I've ever sold one new with tags. Again, I thought this was a really nice spring color, and it's new. So it is a little bit heavier because of all of the weight from the chains, and it is a really nice leather. But I think I priced this around $59 or something like that. So I'm hoping for 40 or 50, which would be great. All right, next up is a designer item. This is just a simple belt, and a lot of the belts by this designer are a little bit more eccentric, and so the comps for belts can range from, $50 to $200. This is definitely not going to be the $200 mark because there's really nothing unique about it. I mean, it's a nice quality belt. And if someone wants a classic item and they really like this designer, then so be it. But it's a size 42, which I believe is the Italian sizing, I think is what I researched. So it's just a gray, it's kind of got a gray fabric on this top part, and then it's a leather underneath. But yeah, I mean, it's a classic piece. It's, again, I'm not having high expectations as far as the amount that I'm going to get, but it is in good condition and it is a classic. So we'll see. I think, like I said, I think I priced somewhere around 50, and you know, if I could get 35, 40, that would be wonderful. All right. So here's here's two pairs of shoes, two different shoes. Let's get a pair. All right. So these are a cute little pair of espadrilles. I just thought these were animal print. There's just always going to be someone that's liking animal print that season. Some people consider it a neutral. I just think it's one of those things that doesn't go out of style really ever. Someone's always there for it, but I thought these were a really nice summer shoe, spring shoe. This designer, Kurt Geiger, nothing high end, and it doesn't really ever have the best comps for me, or it doesn't do all that well for me. So I just keep things realistic. I don't price on the high end with this brand, you know, because some of the comps can show it will do really great, and then it just sits for me. So these were in really great condition, and I just like the style. So I think I priced these where I'm expecting, you know, somewhere between 30, 35. So we'll see. This is another pair of animal print, different days too, but this is a little block heel. I thought these were pretty adorable. These are Jeffrey Campbell, kind of another mid-range, nothing, it's not a designer, but some of these can sell really well for me. I did look up this style, and it doesn't look like the style is, you know, in the 100 mark, but I'm hoping to get maybe around 40 for these. So there's light signs of wear. I just think it's an adorable style and a little bit of subtle color. I do have some more shoes right here, but I'll get to those in a second. All right, so one of the oddball things that I got one of the days, I think I put this on my Instagram story at one point, was I picked up a jelly cat. So I've seen Ginger Marvin talk about jelly cats, and ironically, when I was photographing this and I was looking up comps, I noticed some comps for this guy. This is something that I've had and sitting in my closet for 15 years. I don't know why I have this, to be honest. I think it may have sat in my bed on my bed at some point because I just liked how grumpy he looked. I don't know, but it's been in a closet for a long time. So I decided to list both of them. These are not high dollar jelly cats, and some of them can sell for quite a bit. I don't do plush, but I thought this guy was too cute. And then I decided he reminded me, when I was researching him, reminded me about him. I don't need him sitting in my closet. Let's get him out. So yeah, some of the frogs by Jellycat can do really well. It's not this guy, but there's another frog guy, and some of those comps were like 100. It's kind of a bummer that I didn't get that frog, but he's still pretty cute. And we'll give Jellycats a try. Who knows? All right, this is a brand that I spotted. I spotted this style first. It's boho. It's kind of a nice little, you could wear this, you know, as a swim cover up. You could wear it with some jeans and a white, you know, a t-shirt, maybe a colorful t-shirt, whatever you really want to do. It's just a lightweight. It's not quite a kimono because it doesn't have the sleeves, but you get what I'm saying. All right, so I recognized this label because I've sold it once before. So when I researched this before, and I can't remember what the other item was, I realized that they sold this Do Everything in Love on Free People's website. I don't know if it is made by Free People because sometimes they sell other brands on their website and it doesn't have the same RN number, the 66170, which is Free People, Anthropology, Urban Outfitters, etc. But who knows? So I picked it up because I thought it was great for the season. It does have a couple little tiny snags, which I noted, but it's still pretty adorable. I think one of those sold for 25-ish range, but don't hold me to it. I listed that a while ago. So, all right, here's a pair of Beta brand, size large. I kind of want to try these on because these are a really nice straight leg. So if these aren't listed, they may be in my closet for, you know, real estate purposes. Who knows? But Beta brand. Sometimes they're really stretched out at the waistband and I don't pick those up, but these almost look like they've never been worn, which is great. And so the comps for these are right around that 30 mark, but I'm going to try them on because yeah. All right. This was a new brand to me and it's K-U-L-E. This was actually something my mom grabbed and I didn't recognize it. And I just thought, oh, it's some just, you know, graphic, you know, maybe a boutique brand graphic thing, but it did have kind of a lot of accents. Like it had this little accent down here. And then the material tag looked like maybe, I don't know, just sometimes you have that gut to look something up. So I looked it up and it looks like a decent brand. Oh, it has a B on the back. So it looked like a decent brand. It's a size large and it looked like it was in decent condition. There is a faint spot that I noticed when I was photographing, but I just noted that. Some of the items from this brand can do really well, like 50 to 100 for a lot of the items. This specific item is, I think, is more in that 40 to 50 range, or even like probably in that 40 range, 35, 40 range. So we'll see, but definitely good to know about this brand. I don't know the backstory on it other than I think it's just one of the 5 million trendy brands out there. And someone who wants to hear us roar will want this. It is running small for a size large, just saying. All right, this sold not for much because it does have a couple stains and no, actually she kept giving me lowball offers. That's right. So it was only listed for like a week and I got an offer for $15 and I had it listed for $34. I knew it was flawed, but it was also on the back of a sleeve. It's a plus size and it's a nice linen Eileen Fisher. So I listed it at $34.99 and then I got an offer for $15. I just ignored, I was busy. And then she kept coming back and kept increasing the price until she finally got up to $26. I finally accepted. I was really hoping for that 25-ish mark. But there is no, the only reason I know it's plus size is because it says Eileen Fisher woman. I don't know the size because that was cut off, but I guesstimated based off of other Eileen Fisher pieces that I've sold. And I estimated this was about a 2X. So there are, like on the back of this sleeve, it's probably not going to show easily, but there's a little spot and there's kind of a small pull, which is typical of linen. So I just noted it. It's going to go get shipped out tomorrow. Editing Courtney here. I forgot about a couple solds that have already been shipped off that I was really excited about. One, I'm going to pop them up here, is a pair of Birkenstocks that I've never sold the style, never seen the style. It's called the Mary Ring. And this was a size 8.5. They sold on Poshmark within a day for a full price of $99, which is awesome. They had a couple small marks on them. Still awesome. Okay. Second, sold on eBay, was a True Religion hat. It was a one size fits most for women. It was pink and blue, distressed style. It had some subtle flaws. And it sold for full price in a couple hours for $49. Now I have sold one other True Religion hat from the bins as well that I think I put on auction and it sold for over $100. So keep an eye out for True Religion hats. All right, this is Dolan Left Coast Collection, which is Anthropology. I love this color. So, you know, especially when you find a really nice color that you like and it's deep in a bin. I don't know, it just stands out. It's super lightweight. I thought this was a nice spring summer item with a little pop. So this is a size small and I'll probably only get about $15 for that. But all right, this is a nice soft surroundings top. This is green. It's a size medium. It has the embroidery on the front and then the little tie. I feel like I've shown something similar to this in a past video, so I hope I'm not replicating. I try to keep my piles separate up there, but you know, sometimes it gets wild. So anyways, this, I absolutely love the color, this color green, and I like soft surroundings as a bread and butter for me. I'll probably get about 20 to 25 for that. Here's another soft surroundings. This is size large, and this is a tunic. And it kind of has a little bit of like a waffle texture, almost kind of like a thermal texture, but it's really nice with some leggings. I'm tempted to throw this on with my leggings. I should just, again, I don't know, Courtney, I do not need that. With that, I'll probably get about 25 to 30, hopefully closer to 30, but we will see. This is a size large Anthropology. It's one of their more affordable lines, which is the Erie and Alley. But I thought the print on this was pretty cute. It's a little bit more, it screams kind of fall-ish to me, but I think this is a really nice spring It's not as colorful, but if you're a neutral person like me, I feel like this could really be worn any time of year. Size large. It's got a little bit of the baby doll look, like cut to it. So that's not something that I personally am drawn to, but I know some people really can look cute in that. So I'll probably get about 20 for that. J. Jill, one of my bread and butters. This is J. Jill. It's large. I did not notice it was petite. I probably would have left it behind if I had noticed. The petite is always just written so small. And there's nothing wrong with petite. I've sold petite before, but you know, less people are looking for it. So this is just a plaid, lightweight button front shirt. It's got a little bit of a subtle ruffle on it. So probably get about 20 for this. This is a Madewell jumpsuit, I believe. Where's the tag? Yeah, Madewell jumpsuit, but it's a size 10. And I don't know, are jumpsuits and rompers ever going out of style? I feel like they've been in style for the last 4 or 5 years. I also know a lot of friends who they buy them and then they wear them once and then they hate the fact that they can never go to the restroom easily. So, but we'll see. I don't know. Let me know if you guys think jumpsuits and rompers are going to be in style this year. So this one's pretty cute because it's got polka dots. It's kind of a wide leg, cropped, very summery, pretty adorable. I feel like you could throw a belt on this. You could do a lot of things with it, but the size is really great. I think I found some comps for these and they were in the 30 to 40 range. So we'll see. Madewell is always hit or miss. I keep telling myself that I'm going to stop picking up Cloth and Stone, but then I think I have a couple Cloth and Stone in here. Again, when you're at the bins and you're just digging through so much junk, it is just hard sometimes not to pick up the stuff that you know you shouldn't. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. I've sold Cloth and Stone plenty of times. It just doesn't sell for much or quickly for me. This is a nice little chambray dress. I love the basics like this. So easy to throw on with a pair of sneakers, run some errands, look really put together. So realistically, I'm probably only getting about 20, maybe 25 for that. But yeah. All right, this is a helmet Lang. And if I wasn't me, AKA hates picking up a needle and thread, I would stitch this label on. Maybe I will do that tonight while I'm watching Netflix. Sometimes that kind of stuff is nice to do because then you just have a better picture. But this is Helmut Lang, size P. If it's a designer, typically, I'm not going to say always, typically means it's an extra small. So I did not give, if you've ever seen me at the bins, I'm usually like, I mean, I think everyone's pretty chaotic at the bins for the most part, but I feel like depending on the day, if I'm just coming in for like a quick stop or if I'm going to be there for a few hours, if I have my pile, I just don't give it a good look. I'm in and then I want to get my stuff and I want to be out. And when I want to leave, it's typically when I'm over it. So over it because I'm either not finding a lot or whatever. So I did not get this a good look. And it's going to be hard to show, but there's kind of this very subtle pilling all over. I don't know if it's going to pick up because it is, but like, I mean, if you look really close all over, there's just little bits of pilling everywhere. You can even kind of pull at some of them. Like they're almost like a spider web string of pills, whatever. It's not very obvious if you were to wear it. It's really only if you're up close, but that combined with the little label, I just don't think I should have picked this up based off of condition. And I'm human. That happens. I priced it low. If I could get 20 bucks for this, I'd be thrilled. And Helmut Lang doesn't typically get too much for me anyway, so it is what it is. But all right, if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen I was taking pictures of this. My head has never fit in a lot of hats. I've always been a little insecure about like, I can't fit in the cute little dainty hats. Unless there's sizing, if it's like a one size, it almost guarantee will not fit. It's just, it is what it is. We're all, yeah. But I was with my friend Pam. Shout out to Pam. I'm going to see her soon again. And Ron. They are friends of mine from when I lived in LA when I was 20. So, longtime friends, not reseller friends, but they happen to resell as well. Anyways, they were at the bins with me and she picked this up and she asked if I wanted it. I tried it on in the bins, but I couldn't see myself. Okay, now this looks a little bit cuter, but when I took a picture and I posted it on Instagram, I put it on the little head model thing that I have, which I love for hats, and it looks so dainty and cute. And then I put it on my head and it's like bulking out, but I guess it looks kind of cute with this outfit. Whatever. It does. I mean, it fits because it's got a little bit of give. But I should have worn this during our little winter storm. But I like my beanies instead. Anyways, it's prana. That's the point of what I'm trying to say. This is prana. It's got a really cute style. It keeps your ears warm. I don't know. Do people tie this? I don't know. But I think it's pretty adorable. I probably will only get about 15, maybe 20 for this, but I couldn't leave behind because it's adorable. All right, here's a pair of Everlane wool career pants. Everlane is, you know, it's one of those bummer brands for me. It used to do well, and I feel like it took a sharp decline. Not to say I don't pick it up, obviously I do. This is a size 2. These are just really nice wool career pants, and I feel like those are those staple pieces that people buy multiple of. You know, it's got the ankle length, it's a slim leg, so I'll probably only get about 25 for these. Nothing too exciting, but some Everlane can still do really well, but the majority of Everlane I find have really gone from like 40 to 50 price range to 20 to 25 price range. And I don't know, it's still good stuff. I think it's just saturated. All right, here's a pair of Prana pants. Size 2, hiking pants. They are convertible, so they have a little snap right here, so you can turn these from full length into capri length. And I love this kind of steel gray blue-ish color. And hiking season's coming. The Pacific Crest Trail, which runs through my area, it runs through the eastern side of Tehachapi. We get hikers that come through, so they're hiking from Mexico to Canada. And we have a trail angel network. So if you see some people and they've got backpacks and they might need a ride into town, or ride to the post office, I pick people up all the time. It's just a really cool community of trail angels. So people will let people stay in their guest room or their yards if they want to camp in the yards, just to have a day off the trail and recharge, get some, pick up food. Anyways, it's a really fun thing. The trail just opened March 1st, which was a couple days ago. And I guess because of some recent storms, they've blocked off some of the trail and basically told the hikers, you're going to have to skip this 60-mile section and come back when you're done because there's no way you can get through, which is kind of a bummer because these people plan for it. But hiking season technically is here, although many of us are still waiting for it to be a little warmer. And hiking season is really year-round for most people. But all right, this is Trina Turk. It's a career dress, but I guess not really because it's got this pretty significant cutout. I feel like you could just put a blazer over this and still wear it to an office, but maybe it's more of a party dress. Either way, it's a nice blue shade. It's got an exposed zipper, which I always love. It's a classic. Trina Turk, I've got realistic expectations. Is it expensive? Yes. Are there some decent comps? Yes. Will it sell for much for me? 99% of the time, no. So with this, I'm going to expect 25. Here's a little Madewell sweater. And this is an extra, extra small, but it fit on the size 6 mannequin. So it would be more of a relaxed fit on an extra, extra small. But I thought this was a really nice spring color. It looks really great in the stock photos. And this style apparently has some decent comps. I mean, Madewell, again, some of it will sit forever. This, because we're going into the right season for it, and it's more of that relaxed fit. Yeah, I'm hoping for about 20. All right, almost done with this bag. This is Pure Jill XL, absolutely adorable. This is the J Jill that I love to pick up, and also a great size. So great spring summer item, and I'll probably get about 25 for that. All right, moving on. We have a Rag & Bone, size large. I think I listed this under sweater because technically it is like a lightweight sweater, but I think I want to change it or go in there and say it's a very lightweight sweater. But Rag & Bone, size large. It is just a gray, has a space dye look to it. It also has very subtle ribbing around the neck and then down each shoulder area, like about halfway down. So one of the reasons I like this brand is because they sometimes have those really nice accents. Same with All Saints, So, but this is a great size and I really like it. I didn't try it on intentionally. I'm hoping because of the size and it's a really classic style, I'm hoping for 25 to 30, but I maybe priced a little high on that, hoping that maybe I could wear it. But we'll see. All right, we're gonna move the noisy bag over there. This is a Free People jacket, and I instantly got excited when I saw it because, you know, when you pick up those Free People items and you're like, that looks unusual, that looks well made, that looks like it's going to be a winner. That's how I felt with this. You know, it's not every day that I find kind of, it almost feels Victorian. It's very heavy. It's a jacket and it's got this very subtle stripe all over. It's a really nice slate, bluish, grayish color again. And it's a size medium, I believe. Yes. So just the regular metal Free People tag. So fortunately, some of these have sold for quite a bit, like, you know, 50 to 100, which is rare for me to find a Free People item that will sell for over 50. When I was taking photos, I did notice, and it's probably going to be impossible to show. I don't know if it's going to pick up here, but there's some on one side, there's some very, very faint pinkish, reddish tone marks. I don't know if it's picking up. I tried to capture it in photos. It's so subtle. Like, I mean, it's so subtle and it just seems to be on that one side, but it is what it is. I think I priced this at $79. I'm still hoping for around that 50 mark, but I love it when I can find a really good Free People item. It's rare. All right, this is a new designer to me. It's a Japanese designer. I did a poll on Instagram to see how people would price things. And the majority of people priced it how I did, but I'm not gonna try and pronounce it because, you know, Yoshiki. I just said I wasn't gonna try and pronounce it, and then here we are. Hishinuma. That's my attempt. Really interesting designs by this designer, and the comps for most similar items were between 50 to 80. So I priced it 79. I think there was one at 89, and there was one that was like 140, but that was an outlier. So I priced this at 79. I'm hoping it would be great to have 50 to 60, but I don't know. It's hard because all the styles are so different by this designer that I couldn't find anything exactly like this. And I don't know who's looking for him. I mean, obviously there have been solds, so someone knows about him, but we'll see. It fit nicely on the size 6 mannequin with a little bit of room to give. So I think it would probably fit a size 8 pretty perfectly, or more relaxed on a size 6. But you could tell there's a lot of unusual accents. And if you look up his pieces, a lot of them are unusual. So we'll give it a go. I always like try new things. This is a pair of frame denim. I've never sold this style, so I decided to give it a try. I don't pick up frame most of the time. Usually they either have some significant puckering or, you know, they're just a lot of washwear. I don't pick up a lot of the lei lines, but this one is Le Sylvie Slender Straight, and it says Heritage. Sorry, I'm stretching out my legs because they started falling asleep. I haven't sat down here in a while. I used to film a lot of videos down here, and it's been a while. All right, so this is a size 24, pretty tiny, but the comps actually were pretty decent with this style. It's kind of a skinny straight. It's a high rise, and some of these were selling 50 to 75. I think I priced mine more in the 50 range because of the size. I don't know how many, you know. I mean, I just sold a pair of shorts yesterday that were size 23. It's not that smaller sizes don't sell. I just don't think there's as many people in the smaller sizes. So I think I priced this at like 59, and it would be great if I could get 40. But if this were a larger size, I probably would have priced a little bit higher. And we'll give that style a go. I always, you know. All right, this is World Market. And I have sold a few of their clothing items before. These pants, ironically, tell me what you think about this. I found one sold comp for $80 for these on Etsy. And I'm like, why would they be on Etsy? These aren't vintage. But they did not label them with World Market. I think they were trying to make them sell them as like they were maybe handmade. I don't know. It seemed really shady because I guarantee that wasn't. There's one on eBay listed for 20. I listed mine a little higher. We'll see, because I you know, sometimes, who knows? They're absolutely adorable. They have a slit on the leg. They're a wide leg. They've got more of that. This isn't the harem pant. This is the palazzo. You know what I mean? Like the hippie pants that are so fun and so comfortable. They remind me of Bali a lot, which is one of my favorite places that I've been. But it's a great size. Size large, extra large, really fun print. We will see. I'm expecting probably 20 to 25. The person that sold them for $80 on Etsy, they did not list an under brand. And maybe the brand was cut out. But in that case, I don't know. It was just wild. All right, so these were fun. It was like odd pant day. This is Seeker, which I have not had the best of luck with this brand the couple times I picked it up. But apparently this was a Free People collab, even though it doesn't say Free People, but that's how a lot of people listed them. And they're currently still listed online. So they're called the Thermal Pant. And this is definitely more of that kind of drop crotch. They're kind of thermal through and through. They have these in different colors, and some of these are on the resale market from 50 to 100. So I was really surprised by that. I think I priced these lower than anyone else in this size at 69, and I'm hoping for right around that 50 mark, but someone's into this style. It's got the kangaroo prop pocket. Pretty fun. Not what I would wear, but I'm sure someone will rock it. I think they make them for men and women's. I'm not sure if it's a unisex pant for all of them or if they just have the same style for both, but I did see men and women models wearing them. All right, this is a full zip cardigan jacket by Anthropologie, Sleeping on Snow. This is definitely more of a really nice fall item, but I really liked the back. I really like the back. So it's got pockets. It's just a knit cardigan, but the back has this little cable knit with little pom-poms. And I thought that was so fun. I love when there's like some fun accent in the back, but I hate taking photos of those items because you can put the back as the front in the photo, whatever. It's just sometimes I wish it was easier to show. And you could do double side by side, but I'm too lazy for that. So, all right, let's move on to some shoes. My favorite shoe recent find, not that this is my style of Birkenstocks, but because I wear Birkenstocks loyally when it's not too cold, I just love finding them, especially in decent condition. I've never sold this style where it's just got the single button or single buckle. And I didn't think these were going to be worth much, but some of the comps for these are still decent. So I think I priced these at $99, and I'm expecting somewhere in the 70-ish range, which is, I was kind of surprised just because the Arizona are really the only ones that I like wearing and selling. And I know my sister wears a couple other styles. There are other styles, but I was really surprised that these hot pink would do so well. But they're $39, which is equivalent to an 8.5. And which for Birkenstock, every brand's slightly different there, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, Merrell sandals. Whoops, oh geez. Merrell sandals. These look like they have only been worn maybe once or twice. These are size 8, and there is a style number, so I was able to look them up, but these actually have some decent comps. I was really pretty surprised. When I picked them up, I thought maybe I could get 20, but actually I listed these at 39, I think. And a lot of the comps are between 30 to 40. So even some a little bit more, which is crazy. But they look really comfortable and perfect for the upcoming spring, summer. So if I could get, the 30, that would be wonderful. All right, Lucky Brand. I know a lot of people don't like selling Lucky Brand, but I'll pick it up, especially at the bins. It has a following, and I've sold a lot of it. So, all right, these are just an adorable pair of wedge sandals. I think just because they're so classic and we're going into the right season. I didn't notice when I picked them up, because don't look things over great, that it has those little stickers, like maybe they got them at a Marshall's or something, but they're still in really great shape, like the footbed and stuff. So I picked these up. I'll probably get about $20 for them. That's what I was expecting, and I'm okay with that. All right, last item. These really surprised me because some of this style of boots can do really well, and it's Cole Haan, and not all Cole Haan does well. So it's definitely one of those brands that they have some pops, but you almost always have to look them up because they can sit for a long while. And this is one of my favorite brands that I used to wear a lot and still own. So these are over the knee boots. I think it's called the Marva or Marla. I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing it with something else. I'll write on the screen what the style is, but they have them in, I think, black and gray. Some of these are selling for 100 plus pre-owned. I did not go that high, but I still aimed a little high because they're in pretty good condition. The only flaw that I found, which is ironic because this happened to one of my favorite pair of Cole Haan boots, is right here. It's kind of this faux suede material is what it looks like on the outside, but it starts showing through, wearing off a little bit. And so it'll start showing the white. It's minor. It looked a little bit like, I don't know if you can see right here, but again, it did it to one of my pair of black Cole Haans. So I think that's just a common issue, but I don't know. We'll give them a shot. I mean, I'd be happy if I could get 50 for them, but if I could get more, that would be even better. All right, lastly, these are the ones I probably shouldn't have grabbed. To each their own. It's a good brand. Okay. It's a brand that some things can do well. Most things, it's an expensive brand and most things don't have a strong resale value. And I have tried their shoes before and I haven't had that much luck. So that's why I'm saying I probably shouldn't have picked them up. If they were in perfect condition, I would not have hesitated. And I didn't hesitate, clearly. I just didn't take my time to weed stuff out. But, you know, there's some creasing up here. The style actually looks like it does pretty well by Vince. And they're size 7 women's, but they're just not in perfect condition. So, you know, if I could get 25, that would be great. But there are some signs of wear. And yeah. All right, I was excited about this one because anything Sherpa lined or faux Sherpa lined is usually worth looking up, in my opinion. And you don't have to agree. But Wilfred Free, it's an Aritzia brand. It's a brand that used to be a pretty consistent seller for me. These days, I don't always pick it up. It really has to be a really great piece for me to pick it up. Or it's just one of my days where I need to pick up product and I'm willing to get the lower dollar stuff. But this is a size extra, extra small. It's definitely oversized. It has more of the oversized boyfriend fit. I was so excited about this because I found 2 comps and they were both like right around 100 mark. And I was like, I was thrilled. But when I got home, I realized one of the sleeves had some staining and that's actually better than what it was. So again, with me, I don't take my time at the bins. I know. But this staining, I did try to soak it. I did try my best with some stain treatment 2 different times. But that's the best I could do. It's not the end of the world, to be honest, but I did bring down the price. I think I started this at $79, $74, somewhere around there. I'm hoping for, $50 to $60, but it would have been nice if it was in perfect condition and get that $100. Who knows if I could get the $100? Like maybe some people have moved on and it's a pretty heavy jacket. We're going into the, spring, summer. So we'll see. I mean, I still think it's a good pickup. So, but with those heavier items, I really kind of want that guarantee that it's going to do well because that probably cost me $5, $6 more, So, all right, this is a pair of Free People pants, funky Free People pants. And they're also a size XL. You would not catch me ever wearing something like this because no. Orange is like one of the few colors I will never wear. Yeah. Also, there are times where people are like, oh, your hair's orange. And it's like, okay, my hair is copper. Like if you hold a copper penny up to my hair, that's the closest thing in the world to it. It's not orange and it's not red, but from a paperwork standpoint, when you have to pick a hair color, obviously I'm a redhead. A lot of people like to say strawberry blonde. I think that's actually a lot lighter than mine. I have very strong opinions on this, but that's what you do when you're a redhead your whole life. And a lot of people share their opinions of your hair or want to touch your hair like random strangers. That's never okay. Please don't touch my hair if you ever meet me. Not that anyone has in the reseller space, but that is the creepiest thing. Anyways, orange I don't wear. These are absolutely adorable. I feel like someone who maybe wants to go roller skating would rock these, or I don't know. You could do what you want with them, but they're Free People. They're pretty adorable. They have some stretch. So we'll see. I think the comps were, 30, 35 to 40, some of them. So we'll see. All right. This is a skirt that I thought was a really cute spring skirt. Every time I pick up something like this at the bins, I'm like, I don't care how well I inspect. I'm like, there's going to be stains when I get home. And I don't inspect very well, but I usually, something like this will give it a good look. And there are a couple tiny stains. So I noted them. I don't think it's a make or break situation. This is Vanessa, Virginia. It's a size medium, elastic waist. It's got a lining that goes to right here. And it's just flowy, easy. put on a t-shirt with this and a cute pair of sandals, and I just think it's absolutely adorable. But because of the spots, I did bring the price down. I'm hoping for about 20 for that. All right, these are a pair of Free People pants that are kind of cargo, a little bit of, I mean, they're not quite drop crotch, but they're definitely, they hang a little bit looser. They have a little bit of elastic at the waist. Now, one thing I didn't realize when I picked them up, that originally these came with a belt in the same material. I've seen some people sell these without the belt, so it's not a big deal, but it's a nice subtle green, light green color. And they are a size small, and these actually had some decent comps. So a lot of them were in around the 40 mark. I think some of them were like 50. So we'll see. I like them. They're a nice spring, again, t-shirt and cute sandals. I'm so ready for t-shirt season. Not short season, t-shirt season, you know, cute pair of straight leg jeans, my Birkenstocks, a t-shirt. I am ready. Who else is with me? All right, cool. KUHL, if you can see it. Hiking pants, convertible leg, one of my favorites. Size 8, great size. And I love selling this brand. So with these, probably in the 30, maybe 35 range. All right, these sold and they're getting shipped out tomorrow. And they're Everlane. I probably priced a little too low, but to be fair, I have sold them once before. The style, which is the Arc jean. Now, they're size 31, but this style of jean by Everlane, I don't know if it's picking up, but like they are this like, they almost look like a balloon jean to me. Even on the skinny models on their website, it like, I don't know. And if this is your style, that's great. It's just, it's not, it is a style that is not my favorite. I picked them up because of the size and condition. They're in great condition. I don't think they sell these anymore. It's not a cuffed all the time. You can uncuff them, but yeah, they sold really quick. I had sent out offers of 20%. Someone accepted. I had them priced at $39. So they sold for $31. I mean, not a bad deal. These are heavier jeans, the bin. So I probably, you know, these are probably a pound and a half. So I paid probably $3 or $4, but, you know, to take that, sell it for 31 in a couple days, I am thrilled. So those are getting shipped out. Last bag. All right, this is LNA, which I think is an LA brand, not to be confused with the, but I'm pretty sure. I find it pretty often. This is a distressed sweater, but the majority of the material content is alpaca. So there's distressing on the sleeves and then up here. Anyways, it's a nice material. I think it's 60% alpaca, 52% alpaca, nylon wool. And it looked pretty cute on the size 6 mannequin. So some of the comps were a little all over the place. This brand isn't the best for me, but because of the comps, I decided to price, I think, at like 39. So I'm hoping for about 30. This is pretty cute. This is Anthropology and nice and cozy. Where are you? This is a Kimmy and Kin, and it's a one size fits most. I didn't realize that there are a couple small holes. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. There's one over here. There's one right by the label, and then there's one over here. I don't know why they're almost like there's 3 subtle holes, but the way you wear this is this kind of folds over, at least it does on the mannequin. So I don't think that's obvious. I don't think it really matters. Some of these have sold for a decent amount, like the 50-ish range. I think I priced mine right about 50, so I'm hoping for 35, 40, but it's a really nice animal print, oversized, comfy, cozy. So we'll see. This is a brand I've sold a couple times, and it always shocks me how well it does. It's only been like the basics, like the t-shirts and stuff, but this is a cardigan. I thought I'd give it a shot. It's Nation Ltd. It's a brand that just looks like it's nothing, but then when you look up comps, some of it can do pretty well. And it's not expensive like designer, but it's also not cheap, like, you know, yeah. So I decided to grab it. It's a cardigan, one size fits most again, and just gray. It does have a couple small pulls, but it's not super obvious. And I thought it was great basic. So with that, I priced, I think, right around 34, 39, somewhere around there. We'll see. Here's a Free People size large sweater. This is not oversized, so this actually looks pretty cute on the size 6 mannequin. I typically like to pick up sweaters by Free People if they're oversized. But this is a really nice basic. The rounded, it's not really a V, but it's almost like a rounded V. Very deep because I tried it on. But yeah, I mean, if you wore a tank under it or a little bralette under it, it would be pretty cute. And it's a great basic. Because it's not oversized, I'm probably only expecting about 25 to 30. If it were oversized in a size large, I would be hoping for more of that like 40 range. All right, last but not least, James purse. Pricey, basics, always shocking. This is a little less of a basic, so I'm excited about it. It's a size 3, which they have vanity sizing. So size 3 is equal to a US size women's or US, I can't. I just can't sometimes. Boo, where are you at? You want to say hi to your friends before the video ends? Come here. Do you want a piece of chicken? Come. Luna. I know you're sleeping over there in like the tiniest little sunny spot. Okay. We're at the end of the video. I'm sorry. James purse, size 3, equivalent to a US size, I still want to say women's, large. It runs small. It looks adorable in the size 6 mannequin. Again, I tried it on myself. It's not that it doesn't fit. It's just more of a fitted style than I would want. Very classic looking. A couple of these have sold for 70-ish range. It's probably retailed for $300. But I think I'm more expecting in the 50 range is what I'm hoping for. So we'll see. I've got some piles here. That's my bins haul. I'm going thrifting this week with a friend a couple days. So hopefully I have some fun hauls for you soon. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. You didn't want to say hi to them. Are you a grumpy girl? I know. Is it still cold outside? I know. Okay. Big stretch.